Rory McIlroy is your 2025 Masters champion. Let's go! Bam! Oh my God! Welcome back to the Swoosh Life podcast, and we are back live reaction after the 2025 Masters tournament has concluded with Rory McIlroy completing the career Grand Slam. Boys, welcome in, Blake. Blake joining us tonight on a Sunday night, getting going. He's at the beach down in Myrtle. I remember back in 2022, Scotty Scheffler winning, and I was recording at Myrtle. So full circle, we are back. But Matt, I know you're excited. I got to hear you. I got to hear your voice, buddy.
It's crazy that the first Masters I attend, the first Masters I get into the Nike house, we get into the Nike house, is the one that Rory pulls off. So maybe 14 years, just I had to show up. I'll give you guys quick funny stories. So we're at the practice round, and of course, like we got to see Brooks, got to see Rory, and when Brooks was walking by, I was debating. I'm like, oh God, like that urge to say something stupid when the pros are walking by when you're at the golf tournament. So my buddy's like, don't do it. And Rory starts walking by. He's walking to the eighth tee. So like I saw Brooks and I saw Rory at the eighth tee, not at the same group, but going by. And my buddy's like, "Don't do it. Don't be stupid." And just under my breath, when he walked up, I go, "Standing in a Hall of Fame." So that's all we needed. That's all we needed. So,
All we
man,
needed.
elation. I know, like Blake, you've been around a long time. You've been around the Nike game for a long time. Big time Rory fan. What did you think? What did you feel going through today?
Dude, it was just like I'm not gonna lie, I may have shed a tear,
Yep.
just
Yep.
like full circle, man. Like I remember watching, and he was so young in 2011, and I just remember watching me and my wife, who, at that time I'm new into golf. I think I'm a year into golf in 2011, right? I think I started playing in 2010. So we're watching it, and even her heart was breaking for him, and she knows like how much I just, love roars and like it was just like jubilation, like just like screaming at the top of my lungs, like just incredible, man. Like it was a great moment for me and my son. We're watching it together. He's a big Rory guy. Just incredible, man. Like just pure happiness for him. Like that was a beautiful moment, like all the ups and downs, and the round can be any more Rory like, right? Like the ups and downs, like just test it, patience and Bryson and all the stuff, like just to just stay the course and to get it done was just like, well done. Now the rest of the golfing world is in trouble, bro. I feel the rest of the golfing world is in trouble.
Beers is already, according to Nick, and we take this with a grain of salt, everybody, but shout out Nick. He's actually happy for Rory, so that's awesome. But he said he's already put $100 on him to complete the career Grand Slam this year alone. I mean, PGA's at Quail Hollow. We know how much Rory loves Quail Hollow, so, and it goes back to Hoylake. So, yeah, it's a good chance you get the weight lifted, and that dude can soar when the weight is lifted on things. So, Keith, A, how's the beach? B, how you feeling?
Awesome, boys. Beach is great. Weather's starting to turn for the better too as well. We're gonna hit some 70-degree weather over the next couple days. Playing tomorrow, playing in the Victory Tour 4 tomorrow. But I want to know your guys' reaction real quick when Rory was on 18 for the first time through. What was going through your minds as soon as he missed that putt? Were you like, I think playoff, if he hits a beautiful drive down the fairway, he's going to win this thing. And what did he do on the playoff? Hit a beautiful drive and did not make a mistake the second shot in there. And what a way to cap it off. Unreal that he completed a career Grand Slam. And just what a way. Rory win, Nike win. It's awesome. It's a great.
Can we,
Gumby,
and
hold
Matt,
on.
can we talk
Gumby,
about, yeah.
Gumby, you look like you just ran your first 400th race and you had the American flag behind you winning, coming across the finish line. This one's just the Masters flag, that's all, which is just right up there with our American flag.
Can we talk about, Matt, can we talk about Nike being on the ball, dropping a spot for Rory and being like, it was always yours. Like they were always convinced that Rory would run a green jacket, and just what a great, incredible spot. Harkens back to the Tiger Rory spot too a little bit with the old footage. They showed some of that on the broadcast. I mean, everybody was cheering for Rory today. That is like the coolest part. I said when we came on the show like 2019 is up there as my favorite. Tiger getting his last one, but this one is just so good as well. So they're right up there. Obviously 97, but like, you know what I mean? Like this is why this is the best damn tournament in the whole entire like thing, because the emotion, the roller coaster. This had so many ups and downs, and history does not like lie at Augusta, right? So no one's ever. Craig Stadler was the last person to make 3 double bogeys in a tournament to win. No one's ever made 4. On Thursday he makes 2, and you think, damn. And on today he makes 2, and you go, double damn, and he somehow pulled it off. It's crazy.
It's unreal.
There was another stat on Thursday. So I'm driving back from Augusta on Thursday, and the other stat was because I'm flipping out in the car, right? Like he missed the birdie putt on 1, and he had, obviously 15 happened. And it's like, I'm going crazy in the car. My buddy's like, chill. And then the stat comes on the radio that like nobody's ever won the Masters coming from outside the top 10 or 12 the first day or something like that. Look, as much as you could say like, oh, you know what, he almost screwed up. He also bounced back, right? Like he could have disappeared in that playoff hole, right? He could have melted away on 17 and 18, and he didn't. And what's going through my head on that second shot, like he hits the bunker, and my brother's like, oh, he's in the same spot that he holed out from a couple of years ago when he shot that 64.
Yeah.
It gets it kind of close, and I'm just like, wait, okay, maybe it's not that bad. Hey, shout out to Justin Rose, man. That guy, he's
Right.
grown on me from full swing.
Yeah,
Ice
absolutely.
cold.
What a gamer,
I just wish he was wearing the
right?
Jordans
Like
today. Would have been easier to
Yeah.
handle if he would have won if he was wearing the Jordans today. But man, he's so good. He's so steady.
He's just a gamer, dude, and just like steady. I love it.
Do you guys want
All
to
right,
get
you
to
guys
some
ready for
reaction?
some reactions?
Yeah, perfect,
Yeah.
Matt. You read my mind.
Perfect timing. Holy crap.
All right,
You couldn't
this is
plan
from
that
one of
any
our
better.
guys. One of our guys, his handle is Milwaukee, KEY 23, Milwaukee 23. The emotion was incredible to see what it meant to a man who has everything else you could possibly wish for, but break through on a stage and a place that not only means so much to him, but to the entire golfing world. It was a thing of beauty. Rory going 5 for 5 after notching both the Players and Masters before winner ins in Midwest. And Patrick Reed appearing on my TV again this season. What a surprise. Patrick Reed, all of a sudden last night, I'm like, former champion Patrick Reed is here. This
At
is great. And he holds
17.
out on
17
He
dunk.
dunked. Yeah.
Let's give
Yeah,
me. I'll get you some. Our buddy Ryan Mullen, who said you could tell by Rory's acceptance speeches how much he's been through mentally and emotionally by not winning it and being over his shoulders for all of this time. Way to win it, roars. So, and he also sent us one where someone yelled, I think it was his brother, yelled, Rory in the Swoosh Life podcast when he was at some sort of event. So he's, had to send us that too. But shout out to Ryan as well, always. What else we got, Matt?
I don't know. I think Matt's recharging a little bit. He's probably looking at so many things at once. But I wanted to go back. Just what do you got, Gumby?
No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, what was your guys' reaction when Rory came to the 72nd hole and he had that 6-footer? What were you guys thinking at that moment? Blake, what were you thinking?
Man, honestly, dude, like Pinehurst just played through my mind like
Same.
1,000
Yeah,
times,
same.
right? Just like,
yes,
dude, please, 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 please. And I mean, even in the clip that I sent you guys, like, I'm in like, please don't miss it. Please don't miss it. Because it's just
yeah,
like, I don't know what it is about that distance, but like he struggles with it. And so even in the playoff, he had that distance. And I'm just like, please don't miss it. Please don't miss it. I don't, but yeah.
Worst thing he could do is watch Bryson's putt on that, because Bryson's hit the high side and slipped by, so he thought it was gonna, break in, and then he missed low. So that's probably just don't watch at that point. But he wants the read, and he stepped in behind Rose too on the playoff to get to the read as well. I'm like, dude, just don't,
right,
just trust it.
yes, exactly. Gumby, same. Your reaction?
Yeah, I think so. Definitely Pinehurst vibes was really scary. And at that point in time, I was just preparing myself that like Justin Rose would be the winner because that's just, just one of those things. They're like, I just didn't see him like
How
he took
unreal was that
he took
after
so
leading
many
after two
punches.
rounds? Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
He took so many punches of like you can't take another punch. Like how do you get back up again? But he did. He's done it. It's an awesome thing. The golf world is very much elated right now. So,
yeah.
a
The
couple more
atmosphere had to be
reactions.
unreal.
Yeah, a couple more reactions that we got from people. Ryan Farrell sent us the finally happened. It is the RM5 ball for Rory McIlroy when they did the
Yeah,
green resin ball. So we got that. Shout out Nick Spears. He also sent us that, but it was one of those 8 years later or 9 years later, whenever that was. I forget when they first did that ball.
Yeah.
Um, pretty pretty outstanding stuff that they have. I think uh, I think it's really really cool that he just kept coming back, kept like going for it, didn't give up. The 15th, that shot on 15 dropped my jaw.
Incredible.
Like that
Incredible.
thing just was like. Also, to recap, and Matt's been in and out right now, so he's been quiet for the last couple of seconds. Did you guys see yesterday when he hit that shot on 15, and then
Six
the
iron.
the same shot when Tiger hit it too, and like back to back, and the way that they
yeah,
strutted and walked after it, like that. He just
unreal.
he looks up to that man just like we did, and it's cool to see it done. So, Matt, you have a reaction to any of his shots or anything like that? If we've got you back, I don't know if Matt's back yet.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know which one was better, that the shot on 15 or the shot on 17, right? Like
Yeah, that
Oh
Nuke
my
was
eight
God,
unreal.
iron from
that one
186,
was really
like
good. Yeah.
8 iron from 186 up the hill, like incredible shot, dude.
Yeah,
Like when he needed it, incredible. That
All right,
dude, he
quickly,
played gutsy.
let's talk about what we saw at the Masters this year. A, Scotty having a nice round today, getting back up there. But B, we saw the Azalea Pack shoes in live and in person. Blake, because we've talked about it on the podcast. What was your favorite? This year we had four versions. So we had the Air Max plus the Tour 4, the Pro 4, the Victory Tour Pro 4, the Victory Pro 4, and then we had the Infinity Tour as well. Which one? And we can just list that by the Brooks, the Rory, or the Scheffler,
Right,
pretty
right, right,
much.
right.
I
Uh,
like that better.
which one kind of stood out to you this year, seeing it on the green in Augusta and everything like that?
So I have two categories as far as how I rank them.
Hmm.
I think if I were to just look at just the aesthetic, I would probably take the Air Max Plus just because it gives me more Azalea, right? Like
Yeah,
it just
yeah,
wraps the whole shoe, and so that kind of speaks volume to what it was. I loved all the other shoes. I love the Kepka, the Scheffler, and the Rory. I just wish that like with Rory and Scotty's shoe, and even in Brooks's shoe, it's like they would just wrap it more. Like give me more azaleas. Like it's one shoe for one season. I mean, for one tournament. Like we know what we want. Like just let's live it up a little bit. If I had to choose one to play in, though, I probably would go with just Brooks's shoe. They're so comfortable, man. Like I can't
yeah,
like everyone I put on, they're really comfortable. Cushioning is great. I walk a lot when I play, and so it's just like it's always really good to have a solid shoe you can fall back on.
yeah. No, I think seeing them for me, I think Keith is about the same as me, but seeing the tour, the pro out there, Scotty Shoe, the subtleness of it is so nice.
Mm-hmm.
Like with it, like as a shoe, and learning more about the design and how it kind of mimics that TW71 or whatever they want to call it. The back in the day, that's what I still call it, even though it's whatever it was, and how
Yeah,
it has
but
the
it's
same it has the same slope and all that stuff. I'm like,
yeah,
that's one of my favorite shoes. So like, I will
It's nice.
definitely be getting that. We announced today on Master Sunday, for those listening, that we are having another girl. So I gotta catch up with the girl dad, and I gotta get the pink shoes. So when they come out, and they're just delayed, but hopefully they come out. I'll be picking those up because I just think they just grew on me more and more. Uh,
Yeah.
Inside of the Rory of the Pro still is like just feels weird to me, like how it's
Hmm.
just blocked on the inside. I would almost like to see it like blocked like full half like on the outside too. Oh, I don't know, just something about that. And that shoe just is always a little bit weird for me. It's a little bit too high, I think, for me. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, pretty good to see him out there. I think Nike did a great job this year. I wanted to see more of that flower print polos on people. Didn't see that. A lot of the same Scotty wore stripes or wore that
Just
same
blocking with the piping.
polo. Yep, the piping. Tom Kim had the nice new polos on with the collar. So looks good out there. And Tommy looked good as always. All of that stuff. Good to see him at the end. We got one more response here from an old time Nike guy. I remember following him for a long time. Scott Ferrari, S Ferrari 24. He says, tears literally started flowing down my face when he dropped to his knees. You could see all 14 years come out of him. So glad he got it done, even though he had the entire golf world on the edge of the couch for all 18 holes. Rory Grand Slam Masters champion. Pretty, pretty awesome. All right, we lost Matt for a little bit. Now he's back. So, Matt, wrap up some reaction that you had, maybe some more stories, but I think we've all kind of had the same reaction. We love seeing our pink azalea shoes out on the course. We love seeing Rory win and kind of just what that meant to us. So, close it, bring it home.
One thing I'll say to close it out is what I realized is that there were some generational things going on. And I noticed it when Blake mentioned his son, because I wasn't around in 2000 when Tiger won his Grand Slam. And when they put up the graphic and that the Tiger was the last guy to win the Grand Slam, that's 2000. This is 25 years in the making. And how crazy was it to see when he was putting and it says for the career Grand Slam? It's not to win. It was for the career Grand
Yeah.
Slam. They actually put that graphic up. And there's
Twice.
moments in the round where, look, he had the double bogeys, but there's also moments where he's in the trees and he's going through the trees. He went for it. Full recoil Rory. When's the last time we saw him like whipping a 9-iron around his neck like that? And I think 13 he played safe, and maybe he regrets playing safe a little bit, even though playing safe helped him stay calm and bounce back. So at the end, man, this is art. It's not always science. He did it. And I think for us, for the guys that have watched him from the get go, complete the Grand Slam, it's pretty incredible. And then last story I got is I brought the gnome home. My mom loves the color green. She doesn't know anything about golf. I gave her the gnome on Thursday night when I got back. I come to the house to start cooking, and the gnome's sitting outside on the front porch, out of the box. I'm like, you can't, like, put it. Okay, put it in the backyard in your garden. You can't leave this thing out on the. So I had to rescue the gnome. The gnome now belongs with me forever, in memory of Rory. Thanks for jumping on, guys, and thanks for this. Appreciate it.
Yeah, this is awesome, Blake. Last little bit, and please come back and join us
Hey,
soon on another one.
yeah.
We'll have plenty more later this year.
Cheers to Rory, man. Like, way to dig it out of the dirt for real. Cheers to Rory, man. Like, that's incredible to watch and witness. I have friends who tell me he's not clutch, this, that, and the other. It's like, dude, you don't understand the pressure, the microscope that dude's been under.
Yeah.
He went and got it, and he stuck it, and he stayed the course, and he went and got it, and like, dude, I just can't be more happy for you, dude. Cheers.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm happy for Rory. I'm happy for Nike, but I also think it's huge for the Social Life podcast too. So I'm going to end it with that. Gumby, over to you.
Yeah, I mean, Masters champ. He's in the
Gumby
books.
just crossed the finish line.
I've watched him for
Put the
many
flag up.
years. I remember in 2011 when he blew that lead. He said that he was playing with Angel Cabrera. Angel Cabrera left a note in his locker today saying, "Go get it." So kind of like a great little circle back, and I think it was great to see him finish it out, get it done. big year ahead for Roars, I think. I think this really frees him up and gets him going. So it is my favorite week of the year. It is the best week of the year. The Masters tournament never disappoints us. And man, we'll be back next year. We'll see you soon. We'll see you in the next one. For Matt, Keith, Blake, Gumby. Bye. If you enjoyed today's episode, go follow us at the Swoosh Life Podcast on Instagram, where we have a lot more content. Watch us on YouTube at the Swoosh Life Podcast. Subscribe, like, and leave a comment. And make sure you keep listening to us on all the places that you can find your podcast, Apple, Spotify, and more. We'll see you in the next one. This has been the Swoosh Life Podcast.
Checks over stripes, yeah, that's what I like. Yeah, that's what we like. Yeah.